What's up, guys? I'm sorry I'm recording this video super late. I just got home and it's 9:30, so I'm gonna try to get this out as soon as I can. I'm trying to keep this brief because same reason, it's late as fuck. But anyway, I'd like to start off this video by saying a nice message to Mike Evans. Fuck you. I hate you. Fuck Mike Evans. You might have taken the lead over Devin White in terms of the Bucks players I hate the most as of right now. Fuck Mike Evans. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck Brady refs. Fuck Tom Brady. Anyway, now that's over, let's go ahead and recap this game. Tom Brady finally gets his regular season win against the Saints, which has not happened since he joined the Bucks. It is what it is. It was bound to happen eventually, just like I said in my prediction video. It was going to happen. And you know what? It's whatever. Since my initial reaction is kind of gone from the game since it's so late. And for those who don't know, I did go to the game. That's why I am so late. But anyway, great crowd today in the Dome. It was really crazy. And the game was really good up until the fourth quarter when everything just went to shit. And I don't really know how to recap the game besides saying go ahead and saying fuck Mike Evans. So I guess I'm just go ahead and go it quarter by quarter. The Saints pitched a shutout in the first half, which was really great to see. Once again, the Saints still own Tom Brady. Regardless of the outcome here, the Saints defense technically allowed only 13 points to the Bucks because Jameis gave them 7 at the end. But the Saints defense still plays great against Tom Brady, and Bucks had 0 points going into halftime. The Saints got a turnover on downs early in the game. The Saints had Brady, I believe, fumbled a snap, and Demario Davis recovered it super early in the game. That was really great to see by the defense. The offense had a great opening drive. They had to settle for a field goal, but it was great. Mark Ingram had lots of room to run because, Kamara was out. He didn't play this game, so it was mostly Mark Ingram and Taysom Hill running the football. We get the field goal in the opening drive. Taysom got some runs, and it was a really great drive. We were up 3-0, and that would be the score at halftime. Jameis didn't play great in the first half, but he wasn't bad either. He was playing this game with 4 fractures in his back. You could kind of tell that early on just because, there wasn't necessarily anything wrong with, his arm strength because he could definitely throw the ball because he had 2 overthrows to Olave in the first half, I believe, and he really should have had 2 deep touchdowns. There was one in particular when I feel like Olave really had a chance to score. But his arm strength wasn't the problem. It just felt like he was a little off. Now, could that be his back? I think it is, or could it also just be an off day? Maybe. Maybe the emotion of the fact that this was his revenge game and he tore his ACL against the Bucks last year could have played a part in it, but I don't know. And, man, the O-line was once again disappointing. I really felt like early on the O-line was really good, and especially in run blocking. But as the game went on, I don't know if it was just Jameis necessarily missing receivers early and just waiting too long, but Jameis kept taking sacks. The O-line kept allowing sacks. I believe the O-line allowed a total of 6 sacks today. There was one play I remember. I'm not sure if it was the first half or the second half. I think it was the first half. Jameis could have easily run for a first down on 3rd and 5, but he decided to keep looking downfield for Jarvis, and he ended up not throwing the ball. Shaq Barrett forced a fumble, and thankfully an O-lineman recovered the ball. But it was really weird to see Jameis not scramble. There's just a lot of plays that were off today. The receivers played decently well. Michael Thomas had a pretty good game, but I'd like to see him get the ball more because it feels like he's open every play, and Jameis just wasn't throwing to him. And it really felt like the main focus of the game in terms of offense was Chris Olave. It felt like Chris Olave was targeted maybe 11 to 13 times. I mean, it was ridiculous. I think he finished the game with 5 catches for 80 yards, and he had a fumble, which we'll talk about in a minute. But they really tried to get Chris Olave the ball. I think they took 3, 4, maybe even 5 deep shots to Chris Olave, and only one of them ended up kind of working, which is later on in the fumble. But like I said, we'll talk about later. That was pretty much it. After the 3-0 lead in the first quarter, nothing else really happened. Defense played great. They had turnover on downs. They had that turnover, and Tom Brady was really playing mid. Mike Evans wasn't really doing a whole lot, except that one big play he had against Justin Evans, which I'm not sure why Justin Evans was on Mike Evans to begin with. But the first half was fine. This is not the problem. Second half is when everything went to shit. The Bucks got the ball, and they did nothing with it. It was kind of back and forth, a chess match for a little while. And then the Saints get the ball at the end of the third quarter, and they have a great drive going. The run game's going. Even Dwayne Washington is running over the Bucks. Everything's going great. We're down in the red zone. Mark Ingram gets a 10-yard run, and then he pulls a Jared Cook, which is fumbling the ball, giving the Bucks the ball, and then absolutely fucking shifting the momentum. So now it's 3-3. The Bucks have the ball, but that's one thing because we do end up stopping the Bucks. But then the fucking brawl happens between Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore. And for some reason, it gets Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore ejected, which I don't understand. So for those of you that didn't exactly see the fight, I know y'all all saw the fight, but if you need a proper breakdown, here's what I'm going to tell you, because I was at the game, I can tell you. So basically, It was not during a punt, but the punt was about to happen. The offense was still walking off the field. The defense was going off the field. And then for some reason, Leonard Fournette started shoving at Lattimore or something. And then Tom Brady was like nodding his head or talking shit or something, basically encouraging Leonard Fournette and all of his, fucking minions to go after Lattimore and getting pissed off. So Leonard Fournette shoves Marshawn Lattimore. Lattimore shoves back. And then Mike Evans fucking spawns out of nowhere and absolutely decks Lattimore because he's a little pussy bitch and can't handle the fact that he's getting absolutely locked up by Lattimore. Mike Evans literally had 1 catch for 7 yards against Lattimore in this game. Like, when Lattimore is the man-on-man defender against Evans, he only caught 1 pass for 7 yards the entire game. So, once again, the yearly lockdown by Lattimore against Mike Evans, and his little bitch ass can't handle it, so he has to actually physically assault Lattimore on the field. And, of course, the refs are sucking Brady's cock, so they give Brady the first down, and that's when everything went to shit. We got the ball back. That didn't give them a first down. But I really thought after that the Saints were going to be fired up and really take momentum at that point because of the crowd was getting fired up and getting into the game. But that's not what happened at all because very next drive, Jameis took another deep shot to Olave, and it got intercepted by Jamel Dean in the end zone. I wasn't really too mad at that throw because I really appreciated the fact that they were really trying to make an effort to get Olave the ball down the field. It just didn't work out. It is what it is. But then Tampa got the ball back, and this was the drive when everything went to shit. There was a personal foul on a regular tackle by Demario Davis, or not. They called it on Bradley Roby for helmet contact or something, but there was literally none. It just Brady refs. And then I believe there was a defensive holding, which also made no sense. And then after the refs literally gave Brady literally penalties just to get all the way down to the 30-yard line or whatever it was, Brady ends up getting all year, all night, all fucking decade in the pocket. His entire career, 25 years, whatever it is so far into his career, in the pocket. And he throws a touchdown to, I believe, Rashad Perriman. And, I mean, we don't have Marshawn Lattimore. We have P.J. Williams playing corner against Rashad Perriman. P.J. Williams is not good at corner. It is what it is. So they get the ball back. I believe Jameis was another pick. Which one was it? It was also to Jamel Dean. And at this point, Jameis is just throwing up shit because since the Bucs are up by a touchdown, it really feels like it's out of reach. So the turnovers will start piling up at this point. Jameis would end up throwing another interception. And then that other interception would end up being a pick six. And it was 20-3 by that point. But see, here's my thing, though. Even at the end of the game, we're down 20-3. We get a touchdown really quickly. I'm still thinking the game's over, whatever. It's 20-10 because Michael Thomas had a great touchdown grab. And we're not going to talk about the fact that Carlton Davis literally punched Michael Thomas after he scored a touchdown. Like, he just punched him for no fucking reason. No one noticed at all, but whatever. We're going to keep playing ball. We would end up getting the ball back right away, up or down 20-10. Jameis threw a really, a great pass to Olave. One of the few great passes we saw from Jameis in this game to Olave, 50 or 60 yards down the field, it felt like. And Olave fumbled the ball. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, you can't fumble the ball when you're down by contact on the ground. Well, here's the problem. He fell, and then he did not get touched. He just dropped the ball. So that actually is a fumble, believe it or fucking not. So, and that really sucks because if Olave just scored a touchdown there like he should have kept his feet and kept running and not fallen down, not dropped the ball. He should have scored a touchdown there because it was placed right in the breadbasket. Perfect throw by Jameis. It would have been 20-17, and you still had a chance to make something happen. Now, I know we can't just keep making these miraculous comebacks like we did last week, but, I mean, shit, something's got to give. And at that point, they ran out the clock, and that was the game. I'm not too worried about this because, like I told you on the preview video, the Saints have not won a Week 2 game, or the Saints have not started 2-0 since 2013. So I'm not too worried about this. It is what it is. We play Carolina next week. Carolina's 0-2. They just lost to the Giants. Carolina's probably going to be a little fired up for the game, but the Saints should also have a chip on their shoulder. Jameis should play really good because I really trust Jameis coming off a loss, a bad game like this. I think he's going to shut up a lot of people. AK should be playing in this game. I think the defense is going to play good still. I'm not too worried about it. I think I pretty much said everything I need to say. This game sucked, but it's not the end of the world. Week 2, shit like this always happens. Let me know what you guys think about the game. It really sucked that we lost to the Bucs finally, but I really think we're going to absolutely fucking destroy them Week 13. We play them in Tampa because we seem to play them better in Tampa than we do in New Orleans for whatever reason. there definitely could be something I missed or I forgot about when it comes to the game. Run defense played really good. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Run defense against Leonard Fournette was absolutely amazing. The defense as a whole was played really amazing. I'm definitely going to make a highlight video from the defense because they played good regardless of the score. Michael Thomas had a good game. I'd like to see Jameis prioritize getting the ball to Michael Thomas more. And I'm excited for AK to come back. I need Mark Ingram to step up too. Mark Ingram need to stop fucking fumbling. But I'm still ride or die Jameis. Y'all don't switch up on Jameis just yet. It's one bad game. It shit happens. We saw Tampa Jameis show up last year against Carolina week 2. It just happens week 2. I don't know what it is with the Saints in week 2, but it just happens. Sorry this video's out so late. Hopefully this comes out really soon. It's 9:46 right now. Hopefully I can get this out in the next 30 minutes or so. But if you're up still and you're watching this at the game day, thank you. If you're up tomorrow morning and you're watching it, thank you. If you're watching it, thank you. That's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time.